Hey everyone, welcome back. You're watching Centerline Designs. My name's Cole. We have some boat repair to do today, so let's get in the shop and I'll tell you what we're dealing with. Well, here's the boat we're going to be fixing today. It has a bit of a worn out patch in the keel on the underside there. This boat was brand new in 1977. It's a Maiden 14-foot made in Vermilion Bay, Ontario, not too far from us. My father-in-law bought it brand new, and it's finally, showing some signs of wear. So we're going to fix it up and give it another 45 years of use. So let's get it rolled over and we'll see what we're dealing with. I also want to mention today's video here is brought to you by YesWelder. They sent me this Firstus CT2050 7-in-1 TIG stick plasma cutting machine we're going to use to repair this boat today. So it'll be fun to actually get working with this machine. If you want to see a testing kind of unboxing review of it, that's on my channel, Centerline Designs. Go over there, check it out. But let's get the boat flipped over and I'll show you what we're dealing with. Now here is that damage I was talking about. This is the part of the keel that takes a lot of wear getting rubbed on rocks and beaches and things like that when you're going in and out of small fishing lakes. I was delighted to see that this front part, which has a really healthy wear strip on it, is in pretty good shape still. This would have been a lot harder to fix because you have to be very careful putting heat next to the boat seams like this on a riveted boat. If you get too much heat around these areas, if you didn't have a leak before, you will after. So I'm fortunate that I don't need to do any repair on there. I thought I was going to have to, in which case I was actually going to make brackets that spread right across that and got some clean welds up here away from the actual joint. So this is going to be the spot that we're repairing today. It's going to be about, say, 20 inches or so. I'm going to add on here as another wear strip. This is not worn inside the boat. The actual seam is down under here. This is just a riveted on strip like the other ones to help the boat track really nicely in the water and also take some wear, as you see. So we're going to cut a strip of aluminum for here, a patch piece. I got to get this all cleaned up really nicely. As I mentioned before with aluminum, clean, clean, and clean. It's the 3 C's. All right, I'm going to go ahead here, use the die grinder with a flat disc. I want to get any oxide I can off, dirt, debris, get it as clean as possible. Then we'll wire brush it, wipe it with acetone, get that filler strip cut, and stitch weld it in. We'll show you how easy that is. All right, let's set this up to rip that strip. Looking right around 3/4 of an inch. Well, with the metal all cleaned up and the patch cut and prepped as well to lay in, figure it's a good time to talk about this CT2050. Like I said, the video is sponsored by YesWelder. They sent me this machine to test out. I did that unboxing review and I'm quite happy with the machine. I don't have a lot of hours on it yet, but I can't wait to continue to do some jobs and see how it performs. The one thing I'm going to do here, just to help ensure that we have a bit better success, is I was running a 332 tungsten before through some of that trial, but we're welding thin material, so I'm going to swap it out for a 1/16 tungsten, freshly ground. This is relatively thin metal, and we got to be careful with the heat. So the foot pedal with this machine, it is an extra. I highly recommend you get a foot pedal whenever you're doing any TIGging, specifically AC. You just need it. You're constantly having to adjust as the part heats up, and it makes TIGging so much easier. The other thing I'm excited to try out, I was waiting for on the last video, was YesWelder's helmet. Let's give that a shot. Got a nice pair of their gloves too. They loaded me right up. I recommend you always purge your gas too. All right, let's bring the persuader into the picture. Well, that is welding in quite nicely. You can definitely see the difference from my comfortable side to my uncomfortable side. It's just a little less consistency on the weld, but it's still welding in really nice. Sometimes bowed aluminum can be a bit dirty because aluminum does have some porosity to it, and it can pull up those impurities, which can make welding difficult. But the cleaning action on this machine is really nice. I'll give you a close-up of some of these underside welds where I was actually comfortable. And it's nice. I got no complaints with the functionality of this machine. So I'm just letting it cool a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the stitches. I wasn't going to fully weld it in, but it's going so well, I'm just going to. I'm going to really beef this up. Okay, there we are. That welded in quite nicely. You could really tell when I got smooth versus the other side where I was a little uncomfortable. Still decent weld for what I'm doing, but a little inconsistent. That'll be all right. Well, this YesWelder CT50, I mean, the result speaks for itself. The inconsistency there was from me, not the machine. It always helps to be as comfortable as you can when you're welding. For something like this that's just going to get beat up again, I'm not worried about it. So if you're thinking about buying a machine like this and you're worried about having to pay for it, you can always run little side jobs like this, and they really do help pay for machines. My previous welder I have, you know, I've paid for itself 10 times over just by doing small little repairs like this. So if you're on the fence about it, I highly recommend it. This is a really versatile machine. That weld quality I'm happy with, and go ahead and pick yourself up a helmet too. That's going to be it for this video. I have a bunch more to come. So yeah, thanks for watching.